Make a junk journal from scratch, start to finish, step by step, using things we have on hand around the house. Hi, this is Marcia. Welcome back to my channel. Markets of Sunshine, the place to be if you want to learn how to do DIY crafting, paper crafting, fabric projects with crochet, embroidery, all kinds of things. Here is the place for you to be. So just check out what we're going to start with today. And we're going to jump right in. I'm going to tell you all the supplies you're going to need. So first off, to make your junk journal, you're going to need a cover. Now, if you've been following along, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been following along, welcome back as well. And I made a junk journal cover, and I did embroidery work on it. So I combined all of my skills and crafting into one. So my channel is a lot different than other crafting junk journal channels that you'll find. Some are fabrics, some stick to just paper, and some combine. And so I do that as well. And some combine sewing with mini projects. Some combine sewing with the junk journals. So that's what you'll find here on my channel. My channel is a place where you will find all of those things combined into one. So I don't just stick to paper crafting doing the junk journals. I don't just stick to fabric to make a junk journal. So I incorporate many things. And then I show you all of the different things that you'll want to go in your junk journal. So for instance, for those of you who are brand new to the junk journal world, which I know a lot of people are, and they don't even know what is a junk journal, why is it called a junk journal? So the name originated from using your junk mail, things that you had around the house, like for instance this cereal box that I have opened up, and you could just use all the types of supplies you have around your house. Old magazines, your junk mail envelopes. So I will show you what I've done in this particular journal that I made, junk journal. And the only reason why it's it's a journal, and the word junk is put on there just because usually it's made from junk. But as the years rolled by and people didn't want to just use junk, they wanted to use pretty things. And so thus we started incorporating fabrics and pretty digital printouts, and then of course all the pretty scrapbook papers that you can buy all over the internet and everywhere else. So I get a lot of mine from Michaels and Joann's. Scrapbook.com has pretty good prices. You get a little bit better price when you can go to Joann's or Michael's and use your 40% off coupon or 50% off coupon, that kind of a thing. But every now and again you can get a really good deal on Scrapbook.com from their clearance items. So you just need to, sign up for their newsletter. If you sign up for text messaging with Scrapbook.com, you get VIP freebie deals. Like I got a cute little pen. It's a pair of scissors, and then other little cute little, odds and ends of freebies and things that they send you in text messages. So on this one, which is what we'll do on our journal that we're doing here, the journal I'm going to be making is going to be all of a country, kitchen, gardening, nature type of a theme, all rolled into one. So it could be a recipe journal, it can be a gardening journal, so whatever I decide I'm going to do with it. So all of my journals that I'm doing right now are for my own personal use. If you ever want me to make you one, a custom order, go over to my Etsy shop and you can click on any of the journals there and click on the custom order button and I'll make you one. I do altered books. I've done many variety of journals and altered books. I do weekly planners. I make those from little golden books. And I don't know, I think I've thrown all those away because once they're used, you gotta toss them. But if you ever want me to make you a little golden book weekly planner, and I could probably show you that here on the channel, so let's do that. So if you would like me to show you how to make your own weekly planner using a little golden book, children's little golden book, let me know and I'll show you how to do that. It's very simple, and you just buy a pre-made weekly planner the size of the little golden book, and then I'll show you how to open up your little gold book, put it in really easily, and it's wonderful. So I used to make a lot of those and sell a lot of those, but I got away from doing that. And then hollow books, we do hollow books, so we make a lot of those. So here is the junk journal that I made. This was called my Rebel Quilter Evergreen journal, and I've finished this. I actually stitched it on this page because I want to leave this open for journaling and maybe, just tucking things in there. This idea I got off of E's channel, so you can look her up, Scrapbooking with Me. This page I got, I don't know if it was from Treasure Books, or it could have been Pam at Paper Outpost, but anyway. And then the laminating, because I laminate, I've already make cash envelope wallets and laminated cash envelopes. So I have a laminator. I've been laminating for a long time. But I did not know that how to laminate on only one side of the paper. I never knew. Never knew. Who knew? If you have that book, if you know what I'm talking about. So whenever you hear me say, who knew? Yeah, I'm referencing that book. So it was one my niece introduced me to. She saw it on one of those infomercials late night, watch television watching. And so anyway, but this here is a hidden paper clip, and I love this, and I just love this paper. My daughter gave me this paper, so I made little tags to go in the pockets, and then I just used my leftover glossy laminate when I make the cash envelope wallets and envelope pouches. Then you have these pieces left over that once you run it through the machine, it turns, but you have to have something in it, and then the leftover turns clear. We try to just run a piece through, and it doesn't work the same way, so don't ask me why, but you got to have something in the top of it. So anywho, this is laminated on one side, and I used my matte laminate, which I absolutely now adore. So thank you so much for that, lady, and I'm sorry I don't remember her channel, but anyway, it's something to do. Just look up Laminator. She does everything to do with laminating. And then, of course, napkins and putting the napkin on. I love all that. So, and the bookmark is a video that I show you how to do the bookmark and putting your spacer beads. And so I'm not a jewelry maker. My daughter was. So I inherited all of her jewelry supplies. Thank you, baby. And my little sweet pie, Kayla. And so this one I sewed on this side too. I did the same thing with the other page, so I could have something under there. There's pockets here, so there's 3 pockets. And then this was my little matchbook, which I've been making a lot of these, but this idea of putting this little band around here was Nazi's idea. If you go to her, Amity Bloom is her channel, so thank you, Nazi, for that. So I like I said, I've been making matchbook journals for a long time. I always include that as a freebie with my cash envelope system. And then this here, I cannot remember if it was Sandy or Natasha, can't remember whose channel it was, that had this gorgeous layout, and this is using a junk mail envelope. So all of these elements are going to be, I'll show you how to make them all, in the new journal. So I just want to flip through here this with you. And this little beaded book page tassel was from Pam. And then this was, like I said, this was either just, just layering. This is just layering. So I have a flower punch, scallop punch, whatever this is, circle punch, and then I just put my little T-charm on here, and then the little bulb pen thing. I forget what people call these, but anyway, it's like a light bulb design is what it looks like to me. And then the tassel, the fabric tassel, these are really, really easy to make. And so I'll show you how to make one of these. So all of these elements, like I said again, will be, and then I just use a piece of fabric to close this up. And then this book plate, we'll make one of those. And I think I got this off of Nick the Booksmith. I think I saw her do that. Anyway, so, and then you eyelets. I put eyelets here, and then we put a little chain, and then I decided to do that, and then attach and hang all of these little doodads here, and then the tassel here. I show you how I added that in, the fabric cover. Okay, so now let's jump in to starting the new one, and I am going to be doing a live Zoom craft class with everyone who goes over to my Instagram. I have a post over there, and you have to DM me, and we will talk about that. So anyway, but right now it's just for my local friends that I'm doing that with. So if you are local to me and you're watching my channel, then you can go over there and you can sign up for that live Zoom craft class. All right, so now this fabric cover here, this is bigger. So this journal, that's why everything's going to be custom fit to this journal cover. Usually you can take like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, your 12 by 12, 9 by 6, like if you take a book cover. But I like to make mine from the fabric. I just love the softness. So if you watch my channel too, you've heard me talk about this, that everything I love is just, I love the softness of the fabric on the outside more than I do the paper ones out of a file folder or book, you know, that kind of thing. So, that's just my personal preference. So that's where I tend to lean toward, and you'll learn that about me. Okay, so this is, with the binding on it now, is 18 inches. Woo, I'm sorry. Tripod is right there in the way. Okay, and by 11. So this is 11 by 18. Sorry, I'm hitting all the stuff hanging there. I've got a light here right in front of me because usually I plug it in, but when I plugged it in the other day, it put a yellow cast. I didn't like that. I said, I don't like that. I said, why is it all yellow? So my light bulb isn't yellow, but anyway, it turned out yellow. So now, this is my little trick. This is what I do, and I have not seen anyone else, but that does not mean that they don't do it. It's just that means that I maybe not have not seen them do it. So, but this is my little tip for you today. Okay, buy poster board, and I can get it at my Dollar Tree for $1. So if you have a Dollar Tree around you, I don't know how much, like the CVS and Walgreens, all of our little stores, and I know Michael's, it's not $1 there. I think it's like even $5 or something for the sheet. I was like, my word. So this is your perfect, what's the word, solution for your signature pages. And I love this to be the outside of each of the signature pages. And it gives it stability. And then like my main cover, for the inside. So this is how I do mine, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to take my cover, I'm going to turn it over here, and I just come over the edge of the poster board a little bit. I don't like it, you don't want it to be really visible, so you want to have it hidden. Okay, so then I'm going to slide this over here a little bit to give that the little wiggle room, and then you just come under here with your pencil, and you make a little mark here, and you make a little mark here, and you make a little mark there. And you come down here, and you're going to do the same thing. You know, just more or less. Okay, now, move this out of the way. We don't want to cut it. And I don't have a straight edge razor, you know, knife thing. The other day I did a really, I knew one day I was going to do it, because you'll see me sometimes with my little crystal, Princess House crystal glass with my water. And sure enough, guess what happened? Yes, you guessed it. I was going to cut a piece of fabric, and I had my glass. Why I did it this way, don't ask me. And I put the fabric on top of the glass, and the next thing you know, I went to move the fabric, and it caught the glass, and this whole table, 12 ounces of water, everywhere. So the fabric got wet, and all that kind of thing. All right, so 10.5 is here. So I'm just taking my clear fabric. That's why I love these things. This is a they're expensive, but you can use your coupon again at Joann's or your fabric store. I don't even know how do you say that? Olipfa? No. Is that a U or an L? O-U? I don't even know. Okay. I'll just come in. I'll show you the name and you go. But it's clear, ruler, model number. You get all that information. Made in the USA. Made for rotary cutters and cutting mat. Okay. But a clear ruler. I love it. All right. So now we got the 10.5 measured because we know the other one is 11 by 18. Okay, now we're going to come down this way, and we are at, okay, so 11, let's lay this back on here again. Like I said, I want to have it be where it's going to be hidden. Okay, so I'm coming in. All right, so I'm leaving it there. Okay, so if I come in, maybe it's 17. It might be 16 3/4. All right, let's go with the 16 3/4. And then I think that's what it is here. Okay, so let's make a little mark here. Let's come on down here. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so now just measuring it again, 10.5 here. Okay, so that's pretty close. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole ruler, we're going to line it up, and we're going to just put a pencil mark all the way down here, and we're going to turn it, we're going to do our pencil mark here, alright, let's come in here, let's use the edge of this to keep it all straight. Alright, now we got it. Measure it one more time. Okay, just cut right on the pencil line. Save your other big piece. Definitely get more journals out of that. Alright, so now we take our original cover. Okay, so we lay this on here and see how close did we come with our measurements. Okay, so now this here, alright, so I need to take a little bit. Alright, so the length is fine, the width I need to adjust. Okay, so I'm going to have just a wee bit. So you can see like that, come down here. It's not much, it's just a smidgen really, but that smidgen is going to be important. We don't want any smidgen showing. Okay, so we're going to come back over here. And I'm going to just use this. Oh, let me get this fabric out of the way. not looking. All right, so you get measurement is very important. So always take your time with the measurements. Okay, so 10.5 there. Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit, it's a little crooked there. That's why. Okay. So we're going to do this. That's why this is a step-by-step from the beginning showing you how to do this, because if I leave any of this out and this is your first time making a junk journal, then this is going to be a critical element that you're going to need to know. Okay. Now we shall cut this. Hopefully I did my measurements correctly, and then we shall have it looking pretty good. Alright, so my videos are usually around 30 minutes long, anywhere from 15 to 30, so when I start videos like this, then you can always know that it's going to be 30 minutes. Okay, so, oh yes, much better. Beautiful. Okay, so there we have that. Alright, so now what I'm going to start doing, taking in the elements that I've printed out, we'll be using doilies to decorate, and then making our signature pages. And so what I want to do, so this is going to be the cover here on this first signature. So this piece I really like for a journaling page. So now it can be folded like so. Of course I just have to come in and trim all this excess white off. And you can see the same thing here. So I just printed these out on regular copy paper. I didn't use any special paper, just my regular copy paper. Alright, so then this is really cute. This is going to be a folded over signature page. So these were off of, I believe it was called Graphic Fairy's website I just found today. And these are freebies that she has, and then she has a membership. But right now I'm not joining any new memberships, so I just printed out the freebies that I could get. Okay, so this one she's picking berries, and so that one I thought would be cute, and this is picking apples. So those will go on this side, and then I can flip it over, and I can put this one on this side, and then the bird on this side. Okay, so this is going to be the first page of that signature, and the cover, so this will be on the inside, these will be on the outside. So when you first open it up, then you'll see this one, and then on the back you'll see this one. And on my Rebel quilter I have only one signature, and so what I like to do is generally just put in one signature. And there's plenty of pages in there for me for that. I don't need one for 2 and 3 and bulk it all up like that. So I like to do mine in just one signature. And then generally, I mean, because you can make this, I'm really, I can make it as thick as I want to. So that'll take care of that. And then this page here will be folded over as a signature. But then I'm going to put something here. So what I'm going to do is I will laminate this one, and then this back page will not be laminated, so then that will give this real beautiful, if you don't have a laminator, I mean, I highly encourage you to get one for your junk journaling especially. It's just what happens when you use the mat and only do one side is just amazing. What happens with the textures and everything. So, and then this, I'm going to use it. I love all this journaling here. So when it's folded this way, they'll have that little bit of spot. And I say that, me. And then this page, I'll have this little bit of a spot. So then again, like I said, all this will be done, taken off of there. So, and then in that regard, this is not, I won't laminate this one, but on the back, I don't like it like this. So what I'm going to do is glue it to this beautiful cream-colored cardstock. So then that will make that one gorgeous. And so this one, I was going to do that, but I think, like I said, I'm going to laminate it because it just gives it such a different texture and look to it. So, and then I'll just fold that one over like that. And then the doilies will come in here in between as signatures. So, but that's the beginning. I just wanted to start off with let me introduce you to doing the cover, and then inside on your fabric cover using your poster board, and then I'll attach these, cut off all the excess. And what I can do with this as well, I could laminate all of these, which I may go ahead and do that. So I probably will do that on the next video, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're laminated and how to do that process again. So if you're watching me for the first time, then you'll be able to get to see that whole process. And then this cover again here. And since I've already put my backing and the binding on, and I did it in one piece, so as you can see here, and then I just did a decorative quilting stitches on my machine. So I didn't leave it where I could put a sash and hide it under here, but that's okay. So I'll just put a ribbon here, and I'll put a ribbon here, fabric tie, or I may do it where I wrap it around, but I'm thinking I don't want to do that, so I'm going to just sew one piece here and sew one piece here, and that'll be fine. So it'd be kind of like your sashing anyway, or your binding, and it'd be, done really nice. It'll look really nice. And we'll do the tassel and all the other ones. So, okay, so this was just your first signature, and then we will get the laminator out, and let me see what our time is here. And let's see, we are at 27. Yes, okay, so that's it. Whoops. Oh, man, so sorry about that. This tripod that my husband made me, and it has a very wide base at the bottom, so I'm constantly kicking this thing. I keep forgetting, so please forgive that woo that we just went through. Just went for a little ride. Sorry, didn't mean to make anybody dizzy. So, thank you for being here. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to continue learning with me, making this junk journal step by step. And if you want to see how I did the cover, you can go back and watch those videos. I will link this in the playlist. And then the end card, I will go back and link my Rebel Quilter. So the fabric one that I just showed you, junk journal. So you can take a look at that. Alrighty, thank you so much for being here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications, and leave me a comment letting me know if you're brand new to the junk journal world, and if you are enjoying this video, and what theme that you're thinking of going with, or do you want to follow along with me and do one that is all country recipe gardening theme. And then if you already are experienced, then let me know what your current junk journal is that you're working on. Thank you very much for being here, and have a great sunshiny day. Bye-bye.